Libya has some of the world's biggest oil reserves, but in Tripoli, residents line up for hours or even days to buy fuel.
We have been waiting for days now. This country has been, we will not be able to live here. I'm sorry. The situation worsens every day.
Militias in the east have blockaded ports and refineries, starving the country of its primary source of cash, oil exports. Production is less than a fifth of the pre-revolution level of 1.6 million barrels per day. Ibrahim al-Jathran leads the Benghazi-based militia heading the oil blockade.
Why did we stop the oil? Because the oil money goes out and comes back to suppress and terrify the Libyan citizen.
Jathran's militia has declared its own autonomous government in the east and is trying to sell oil directly on the world market, risking confrontation with Libya's navy. Prime Minister Ali Zaidan has rejected giving any autonomy to the militias, but he has few options, says John Hamilton of the analyst group Cross Border Information.
There's really no prospect of the government moving against them militarily. That would be a disaster. They've tried bribing them, they've tried persuading them, the government can't meet their political demands, and so it's a deadlock.
That deadlock must be broken if Libya is to become a stable democracy, says former US diplomat Ethan Chorin, who spoke to VOA via Skype.
If things keep going in this direction, that some form of federalism is not only inevitable, but probably a good idea.
Escalating violence is compounding Libya's economic and political woes. This month, a Briton and a New Zealander were shot dead near Tripoli. In December, Libya's first suicide bomb attack near Benghazi killed 7 soldiers. Ethan Chorin says the deteriorating security situation can be traced back to the 2012 attack on the US consulate in Benghazi, in which US Ambassador J. Christopher Stevens and 3 other Americans were killed.
Which essentially turned much of the East into sort of a no man's land, not only for Westerners, but for the central government. And certainly there are a collection of criminal and former regimist and Islamist factions that are taking advantage of the chaos.
That lawlessness has turned parts of Libya into a haven for militants, says Professor Fawaz Gerges of the London School of Economics.
Libya has emerged now as a major base, a flow of fighters and arms to West Africa, to North Africa, even to Syria.
Bringing Libya's factions and heavily armed militias together under one flag continues to pose a great challenge, and analysts say the consequences of failure would affect the entire region. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.